Salvete omnes, this is Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek, and welcome back to another episode of Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex. In the last episode, we went from the depths of space to the depths of the ocean, and now it's time to go to the depths of something, I don't know, level 20, Wuthering Heights. That's where we're going.
Not used to the weather here, I a wimp.
Well, the last two places that we were, as I mentioned, were space and the ocean, which are not exactly known for their atmospheric conditions. So we are breaking the trend of 5x levels starting with the vehicle segment. We have 141 boxes. And I would say that this is by far the best level in this warp room. It has its flaws, but it has good music and perfectly fine platforming, at least so far. Also, that was a tornado that would have hurt me if I'd actually hit it, wasn't it? I thought that was out of range of me, but I guess it wasn't. Looks like we have some returning enemies from level 17. So yeah, avoid the laser tornado, or whatever the heck those things are. So many Wumpas that I can't do anything about. I actually don't remember this level very well. But I remember the fans, I suppose. These aren't like the ones in Crash 2 where you spin an enemy into them. Obviously here you just wait for them to stop. Which honestly is easier. More not very effective androids. And pointless arrow crate is pointless. Seriously, what's the purpose of making that an arrow crate? So now we come to the part of the level that's not so good. Because it focuses on these things. Remember how annoying these were from level 17? They're just so slow. I mentioned that during level 17, but it can't be stated enough. So let's see, do I have to stay on them, or can I... Yeah, okay. Well, I see the bonus room. Or bonus path, whatever, bonus platform. So what does that do? TNT. Okay. That's actually kind of a weird angle for jumping onto that thing. How many okay, wow, only 40. Okay. Well, 54 of them are in this bonus room. So let's hope we do it on the first try rather than losing our Aku Akus. I hope that that's actually what I was supposed to do there. I'm a bit surprised, honestly, that I haven't really seen much forced usage of the Death Tornado spin. Okay. So the Nitro Sneak ability, as it turns out, is actually used more frequently than I thought it was. Still doesn't mean I'll remember what button I set it to, but... Yeah, I thought I might have to wait to hit that thing. TNTs, okay. And there we go, first try, alright. And wow, that was a lot of extra lives in there. Suspicious... excuse me. Suspicious video game generosity much? Kind of weird too, because this isn't that hard of a level. How do I... Okay. That is a weird angle, once again. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it seems like all the big gaps in here you can just double jump over. Okay, I think we have the most lives that we've ever had, which is good. We're probably going to need them for Warp Room 5. And more excruciatingly slow grates. Yeah, you just go ahead and blow up there. You do that. Whoop. Didn't see that coming. Yeah, this hallway is surprisingly empty of enemies. Uh-oh. Let's see. I'm still not actually sure what those laser tornado things do. Now, one thing about this level is it doesn't seem to have too many checkpoints. So I suppose that's one thing to be wary of. 96 boxes. And hey, another invisibility crate. Talk about giving you about having a problem, then just immediately giving you the solution. And now fans in conjunction with nitros. Oh my. I'm honestly surprised I didn't hit at least one nitro there, but... Oh, and speaking of nitros, that's an awkwardly small gap. Whew. Okay, done with the level. First try. Wow. Why did I have way less trouble with that one than I had with level 10 or 15? Sense that makes none. Pretty good level, though, aside from the obnoxious grate parts. Surprisingly not very weather-themed, despite the name. And speaking of weather, it's time for the fourth boss, Atmospheric Pressure. This one seems to be kind of base-breaking.
Hey, look! The orange boy likes to fly!
Not really.
Time to earn your wings, kid.
So, if the dialogue didn't tip you off, this is a flight stage. And, surprisingly, I don't find it that bad. Like, I think it's more interesting than a lot of the other flight levels in the game, or indeed, the other bosses. So, the way this works is, you have this giant crash genie type of thing, and you can tell which part of him Lolo is next to, and that indicates which part of him you need to shoot. So, like, he's on his right hand right now, so he's going to attack with his right hand, and you also need to shoot him on his right hand. And apparently... Okay, wait a minute. My flight controls are inverted, so I think I'm actually going to die on this. So now he attacks from his chest, and this attack seems to get people a lot, including me, apparently. I'll explain how to dodge that next time he does it, but... For the time being, we'll just keep shooting him. I am doing absolutely terribly at this, by the way. But it's really only because I didn't realize that my flight controls were backward. Case in point, I was trying to fly up, I was going down. He also has a lot of health, by far the most of any boss in this game. So go for the eyes. Fly the correct direction. I think the one that's tricky to hit is his right hand, because it's kind of hard to hit his hand without getting hit yourself. So you notice that there's a gap in that little preview of the attack that goes into the background. That's the part where you're supposed to go to. Also, each part of his body seems to comprise 1/4 of his health. So, like, you can eventually shoot off each of his hands, his head, or his eyes anyway, chest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to make it this time either. So, gap in the middle this time. I read through. Okay. Got that successfully. I don't even recall seeing an option in the options menu to change the flight controls back the other way, so that's kind of annoying. I seem to be getting used to it anyway. Yeah, definitely his right hand is the hardest to hit safely. Well, he's down to about 40% of his health. Okay, gap over here. Shoot. Now, one problem with that attack is sometimes it looks like the relative dimensions aren't the same. Like it's wider than it actually is, or narrower. Yeah, if you actually know how to fly the stupid thing. Really, there's no option to not invert the flight controls. That's what's been getting me most of the time here. It's just that. Like, if I actually knew how to control this properly, the laser attack would be easy to dodge. I could just fly around it. Yeah, that was just poor dodging there. And left and right aren't inverted, so... Okay, gap in the middle again. So for that attack, it probably is best to fly directly to the bottom of the screen so that you can see exactly where the gap will be before trying to dodge it. Yeah, that one's not particularly easy to dodge either, but it's manageable. Yeah, did it again. At least I only took a little bit of damage that time. Oh, he also always goes in the same pattern. Left hand, then face, then right hand, then chest. Or body, whatever. Okay. So, shoot him in the face. Dang it. Okay, time for the body. Also, why does he have a skeleton when he's like an air spirit here? Sense. That doesn't make it. I'm actually surprised I haven't taken out any of his individual body parts yet. He's getting fairly low on health. And there I just waited too long before dodging. Okay, over to the left. Oh shoot, wrong way. Yeah, you can see what I mean, though. It looked like there was more laser fire, whatever it is, on the left than there actually was. Oh, wow, I almost flew right into that. Okay, I thought that you could take out his individual body parts, but maybe you can't. Or maybe I actually did. Can't quite tell. But yeah, I figured this would be the last one I'd get. Okay, chest. Okay, I think all we have left is the right hand. And I'm at 78%. Why couldn't this have been my first try? And got him. Well, 3 tries isn't bad. Certainly a lot fewer than it took me to beat the second boss. But we get the Fruit Bazooka. Definitely the best power-up in the game, but I think the one in this way was kind of janky compared to in Crash 3. And that, I imagine we actually will be using, unlike the Death Tornado spin. So yeah, not the most elegant fight I've ever had with Lolo, or rather Lolo-empowered Crunch, but it worked. Wait, don't I get a cutscene or something? Huh. That's weird. Weird indeed. I thought for sure I would get something like that. Well, I guess I don't. Okay. So next time, we will be heading into Warp Room 5, the final one. Well, in the main game anyway. So I will see you then.